For problem 3, we find the absolute extrema or absolute max absolute min for the function f of x equals 1 over 3 times x to the third minus 9x on the interval 0, 4. The first step, we're going to find the critical values. To find the critical values, we're going to find the f prime and then let it be 0 or set it up as f prime is undefined to find out what x value within the interval 0, 4 will give you one of these cases or both cases. For our problem, the f prime is 1 over 3 times 3x to the second minus 9, or simplified to be x squared minus 9. For case 1, or the case that the f prime equals 0, or the slope of the tangent line is the horizontal, or the horizontal tangent, the slope 0. So the f prime, which is x squared minus 9 equals 0. Solve for x, we can factor completely to get x plus 3, x minus 3 equals 0. To get two critical numbers, x equals 3 and x equals negative 3. We consider within the interval 0, 4. 3 is within the 0, 4, but negative 3 is not. So we just ignore or disregard the x equals negative 3. We have one critical number so far. And then for the next case, to consider the critical number where the f prime is undefined. In our case, the f prime is the polynomial. So then the case of the undefined will not be available, or we do not have to consider that case. So step 1 is done. Next step, we're gonna find the function value at left end, which is at x equals 0, at x equals 4, and at the point C, or the critical number. Excuse me. So the function value is 0. It's 1 over 3 times 0 to the third minus 9 times 0 turns out to be 0. And the order pair on the graph will be the order pair 0, 0. Next, the function value at the right end, or at x equals 4, is 1 over 3 times 4 to the third minus 9 times 4 to get 64 divided by 3 minus 36. And the number comes out to be negative 44 over 3, or is about negative 14.67. Set it aside and add the critical value x equals 3. The function at 3 is 1 over 3 times 3 to the third power minus 9 times 3. Or we get the number 9 minus 27, which is negative 18. We get all three function values. The next step, which is the last step of finding the absolute max, absolute min, we are going to compare those numbers. The largest number among those three numbers is the number 0. And the smallest number or smallest value is the value negative 18. Therefore, the 0 is the absolute maximum value and negative 18 is the absolute minimum value within, or on, we can say on the interval 0, 4, because we do not worry about the rest of the graph. We just look at just the portion of the graph between x equals 0 and x equals 4. And from the diagram, as you see, the graph is bounded from the point 0 to the point 4. So only this portion of the graph, not the entire piece of the curve. At the point 0, the function value is 0. At the point 4, the function value is negative 14.67. And at the critical point, the function value is negative 8. When you look at just the green portion of the graph here, the absolute maximum occurs at 0, 0. And the minimum, absolute minimum occurs at 3, negative 18. I'm going to put a note here. So this is the absolute maximum value, and this one is the absolute minimum value on the interval 0, 4.